We spend half our lives talking, and the other half fixing what we said. Clear communication sounds simple, but it's one of the rarest skills out there. You can have the biggest heart, the best intentions, and still end up in a misunderstanding that feels like a soap opera. Whether it's your boss, your parents, your partner, or your best friend, being understood, truly understood, is what keeps life smooth and relationships sane. Most of our daily frustration doesn't come from bad people. It comes from bad decoding. You say something simple like, "I'll call you later," and the other person hears, I don't care enough to call." One sentence, two worlds. Why? Because people don't hear what you say. They hear what it means to them. Every person filters words through their own background, emotions, and assumptions. That's why psychologists often say communication is 10% words, 20% tone, and 70% interpretation. In fact, studies show that 86% of workplace failures happen because of poor communication, not lack of skill. Another survey found that 63% of employees waste time daily due to unclear instructions. But this doesn't just happen in offices. It happens at dinner tables, in cars, and over text messages at 11:30 p.m. When you don't clarify what you mean, your words get lost in translation, and someone ends up overthinking while the other has no idea what went wrong. So how do we fix that? By slowing down. By asking, "Did that make sense?" Or, "What did you get from what I said?" It's not awkward. It's mature. It saves hours of emotional confusion later. Communication isn't about talking more. It's about making sure the message lands where it should. Rephrase, give examples, even draw it if needed. 65% of people are visual learners. After all, sometimes a pen and paper solve what 10 texts can't. And then there's the delicate art of cross-gender communication. Between men and women, the same sentence can mean completely different things. A man might say, "It's fine," and mean it. A woman says it's fine, and it's the furthest thing from fine. The psychology behind it is fascinating. Men often communicate to solve problems, while women communicate to connect emotionally. When these two styles clash, misunderstandings spark. Not because anyone's wrong, but because the wiring is different. That's why being extra clear matters, even more between genders. Sometimes the best relationship advice isn't love more. It's explain better. Clarity is kindness. When you speak clearly, you make others feel safe. No guessing, no tension, no walking on eggshells. The brain loves that. It relaxes, it trusts. Psychologically, clear communication reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, and increases oxytocin, the trust hormone. That's why good communicators make people feel calm. Their words don't confuse. They comfort. But here's the deeper truth. Communication is not about being perfect with words. It's about building connection. In our world of screens and emojis, we're constantly talking but rarely understanding. We text all day yet feel lonely. We post quotes about connection, yet forget to actually connect. Maybe what we need isn't more messages. It's more meaning. The quiet conversations, the ones at home, in the park, or even on the stairs, often say more than 100 texts ever could. Real happiness doesn't come from how clever we sound, but from how clearly we make others feel seen and safe. If you train your mind to value clarity over cleverness, you'll notice life gets simpler, warmer, and lighter. So next time, pause before you speak. Think, how can I make this clearer? Then say it gently, kindly, completely, because most problems don't come from bad hearts. They come from tangled words. And if you untangle your words, you just might untangle half your life.